guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another small bands and up and coming bands video. I love filming these. I've done 2 in the past and they went down very well and I got really good feedback from them. I left it a little bit just to kind of let a few bands come along and sort of contact me and stuff, and I put a post up on the UK Pop Punk Facebook page and got loads and loads of bands contacting me, so I thought it's time to do another one, and I'm very excited to tell you about the bands that I have lined up today. So let's get straight into it. I've got my little cheat sheet here as always. I could never ever remember everything that I've got to talk about. So the first band that I want to talk about is DIREBLOOM. Now I kind of heard about these guys through my loves Catch Fire. Absolutely love that band. They featured in one of my previous videos and I noticed that they were doing a EP release show with DIREBLOOM, and it was DIREBLOOM's EP release show. So they have recently released their second EP, which is called Seasons, and it's absolutely fantastic. I cannot rate it enough. It's got 4 songs on it. My favourite one is Bittersweet. Absolutely love it. What I love most about them is the vocals, to start with, are just phenomenal, like absolutely brilliant. The guitars and the drums just go together so well, and I feel like I say that about a lot of the bands that I talk about, but honestly, like, that is really important to me in a band and important to me in music as in general, that the vocals are really, like, they make me feel something and the lyrics make me feel something, because if that's not there then I tend not to re-listen to the band or to their music. So that's one thing I loved about this band, because they had that in gallons. So next up, they are the way I kind of described them was as if Wallflower and Boston Manor kind of had a baby, and this would be DIREBLOOM. They kind of have the melody of Boston Manor, that kind of realm, but then the heaviness and the grunginess of Wallflower, so it's like a little bit dirty, and I really liked that about it. And that's probably why I really enjoyed listening to their music, because Wallflower and Boston Manor are 2 of my favourite bands anyway. So the EP release show was with Catch Fire, who I have like obsessed about ever since I heard them. And they featured in another small bands video, and also they were supported by Safeguard at the EP release show, which is another band that I've spoken about, and also Coast to Coast supported them as well, and I will talk about them later in this video. So overall, fantastic band. Please go listen to the new EP Seasons. It's got 4 songs on it and they're all brilliant, and they'll also be playing Deadbolt Festival in Manchester from the 30th of September to the 1st of October. So if you live in Manchester or anywhere near Manchester, go get tickets to that. Okay, next up is the band MAYPINE. I got loads of people commenting saying you must do MAYPINE, you must do MAYPINE on the post that I posted in UK Pop Punk. So I listened to them and I thought that they were fantastic. They've got their EP that's coming out August 4th, which is today. So their EP is out today and it's called In the Back of My Mind. It's absolutely fantastic. It's with Disconnect Records. They're on tour at the moment with Coast, and they're on tour at the moment with Coast to Coast, who again I'm going to talk about a bit later, and Better Than Never, who also featured in one of my previous videos. So I love that all of these bands are sort of getting together now. It's really, really cool, and that tour starts today. So it's August 4th and it starts today. They've got 2 singles out now and a music video for their new single North South Divide. The music video is fantastic. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. I'll link it down below. And the things that I most loved about the band were, again, vocals were fantastic. I listened to the songs a little sooner and they did a cover of Fix You and it was just so fantastic. Again, they're kind of in that Boston Manor family, that quick pop punk, but with that grungy undertone, not quite your generic pop punk. I really like it. Everything that they were about, I was all for. So I listened to a couple of their songs and absolutely thought they were fantastic. So the EP is out today, and that's the most important part because I literally cannot wait to give that a proper listen now it's out. The next band I wanted to give a shout out to is NORTHSHORE. You might have heard of these guys. They're doing really well at the moment. They've got an EP out August 21st called Alternative Futures, and a single off that EP is already out now. It's called Better Days. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, honestly, they didn't have many songs on Spotify, but Better Days was on there and it blew me away. It was absolutely brilliant. It was everything that I'm about when it comes to music at the moment. I just thought it was fantastic. It was great. It was really quick pace. The vocals were amazing again. It was very catchy and it was a great song, like if you're in the car and you want to have a good sing-along. Like, it was a really, really good, catchy song like that. And the chorus was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. So go listen to that. And I literally cannot wait for that EP to come out, because if Better Days is how the rest of the EP is going to be, then that is going to be an amazing EP, and it's out August 21st. Next up, finally, is Coast to Coast. I spoke about these guys a little bit earlier. They've been doing so many tours and like gigs at the moment. It's really fantastic. Their EP, The Length of a Smile, has been out for a little while now, and there was a lot of hype around it. I remember being on Twitter and loads of people were talking about how fantastic it was, and it's got 6 songs on it and they're all brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The stuff that I liked about them the most was they're really interesting vocals, nothing I've really heard before, and it was like familiar enough for me to feel comfortable and like yeah, this is my kind of music. But there was something about it that really like caught me, that was really different and that I hadn't seen for a long time in the pop punk genre, and I think that's what attracted me so much to them. They're almost Moose Blood like, but not, but kind of that side. But I used to really like Moose Blood, so that worked well for me. And the lyrics were fantastic. That really stood out to me. The lyrics and the verses were fantastic. And there was like a little bit of scream in there, which always gets me going. I absolutely love stuff like that. So, touring wise, they are touring with MAYPINE in the UK from today until the 16th of August. And they are also touring with Skywalker from the 11th of September to the 17th of September. I'll link all of the details below so you can go and see if any of them are near you, and do get tickets because they are fantastic live. Next up is a band I've known about for quite some time, because I knew that they were touring with Redwood, and I have a friend who does photography and she was doing photography for them, if I'm correct. And this band is called Drawstring. Absolutely been loving their music. They've got an album out called Cool, and it's got 11 songs on it, and it's almost as if Moose Blood and Sorority Noise had a baby with this one. Kind of a combination of those two. Like, it's kind of the melody of Moose Blood with the grunginess and the sort of edginess of Sorority Noise. I don't know how to explain it. It was really different, to be honest, but I always try and compare them to a band that most people would know, just so that you'll think, oh, that sounds like something I'd like then. But really, they're all completely unique and completely their own. They're touring with Redwood at the moment in Europe, so you can go get tickets to that, hopefully. And what I loved about them was their really quick pace, again, really catchy. The guitars and the drums were fantastic, and I loved the lyrics. So go give their album Cool a listen now. And last but not least is a band that I've already mentioned in a previous video, and I think it was in my first small bands video, and it's Victory Lane. Now, I've had a really good relationship with these guys. They are fantastic, and they've finally released their latest EP, which is called Louder Than Words, and it's out now. It's absolutely phenomenal, so do go give it a listen. If I remember correctly, it's got 4 songs on it, and it's just fantastic. I'm actually seeing them on tour tomorrow night, so I'm really excited about that. That's the 5th of August in London. I want to say it's called like, I want to say something Island, beginning with T as well. I'll link it all down below. I'm really excited to go see them. So excited, because I've been meaning to for ages. And the most exciting news is that they're doing a tour with Catch Fire. And you know my feelings on Catch Fire and Victory Lane. So the two of them together is like phenomenal. Unfortunately, they're not playing the London show, so I'm just going to go see Catch Fire for that one. But they are touring together on all the other dates. So if you're lucky enough to not live in London and you're going to be on the other dates, then you get to see both of them together, which is pretty cool. So they have a new music video for Said and Done, which is fantastic. Loved the music video, boys. And they're touring with Catch Fire from the 7th of September to the 10th of September. And again, if you want to know my thoughts on them, you can go watch the previous video, but overall I just bloody love them and their lyrics are fantastic. It's kind of, you just want to get up and dance, and I just literally cannot wait to go see them live tomorrow. So that's it for this video, guys. Sorry it was a bit of a short and sweet one, but I wanted to talk about bands that I really had sort of some attachment to their music and really felt something when I listened to it, because I've said it quite a few times, but for me, that is what music's all about. It's a very emotional, personal thing for me. So if I don't feel that, then I don't feel comfortable talking about a band. But those 6 I've been loving this past month, and please go check them out. I'll leave all the links below for tickets, EPs, albums, whatever. I'll link it all below, so go listen to them if you can. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you want me to do some more small bands videos in the future. If you're part of a band or you're in a small band, please contact me. I'd love to feature you in a video if I like your music. And subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!
'Cause you got me right where you've been from the start, but you failed to see